What's up, guys? Another podcast. I am SJ Chris 2, joined here by my boy. Introduce yourself.
My name, yeah, my name is Robert or White Meteor Gaming. Link will be down in the description for my channel
Yeah,
in
Tier 3.
esports.
So basically, Tier 3 is like amateur tournaments and
Mm,
there's amateur tournaments like local tournaments and like tournaments like you can like kind of go sign up for like um in your
I
either your
think,
district or
yeah, I
other
think
districts. Tier
uh,
2,
I can
at
rock
least
with that.
for Overwatch, is called Overwatch Contenders. So basically, they kind of just train up
Mm,
to like it's just like Overwatch League, but except it's semi-pro. So basically, if you get signed by the Overwatch League or Overwatch World Cup, then like that will be considered tier one, which is the top level of pro, like the best in the world. So
I see.
how it works, like tier one signs tier two players.
I see. All right. So tier two is like what? Like much more higher, like you know, like international play. Tier two.
Yeah, this is more international. It's more like regional play because there's a
Uh,
contenders Korea, contenders America, contenders like Asia, like a lot of different like contenders. Like
I see. All right.
Overwatch League and Overwatch
So
World
we're gonna.
Cup is more international.
Hmm, all right. So there you have it. For those who are wondering what are the tiers, if there are any tiers. You got insight from Chris. There's tier one, two, three. I think there's more, but yeah. What are we gonna talk about? What's the first one?
First topic, I think we should just talk about our channel for a bit.
Oh yeah,
So me and him made a channel kind of to kind of promote ourselves. Just like after we get the GM on console, we're gonna transition to PC. Um,
yeah,
we're also gonna be doing podcasts like this where we're like talking about esports, the competitive side of gaming, and this other geeky things. And I'm I also kind of want to do my own like solo segment, like so just in case so like we can keep content going. It's called like
yeah,
so this thing called power rankings that they do in the Overwatch League. So basically, they rank all the teams like all the teams like from 1 to 20 because there's only 20 teams in Overwatch League. And I want to kind of do
mm,
like a weekly thing like they do on the Overwatch League.
yeah. What's for me, what's great about this channel and what's great about us starting us this channel is that we've we've you've appeared in my videos like 4 years ago. I'm
Yeah,
guessing when you played the Piano Tiles game, and I think that was the only thing you appeared in. Oh no.
I think I appeared in a
We
Gario
we had
video with you.
yeah,
That
Agario and my old podcast, which uh, I'm not sure how many views it got, but it was a fun podcast too. It was a fun podcast. What's great about this is that we're both, you know, we both want to have, we both want to have big YouTube channels. No, that's like we both want to make content together. We both want to, have fun and just playing around. Also try to be competitive because I've never. Well, I've been competitive, but that was only in basketball. But in terms of games, like video games, I haven't been that competitive. So going to that side of gaming, I think it'll be good for me. But I'm not gonna try to be like competitive to the point where I'm, you know, um, calling out my teammates, like you know, you know, putting them down and saying, "Well, you suck," blah, blah, blah. But like I said, it's going to be fun working with Chris and learning from him. Uh, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
yeah. Um, yeah, that's a good mindset to go into because a lot of people don't understand if you want to climb in Overwatch or in any competitive game, including Mobile Legends or League of Legends, it's like you got to evaluate what you're doing wrong. You can't just blame your teammates. It's like, yeah, like you can't expect everyone in the world to like appease to your play style appeals to your like to your every whim. Like you're not the boss of them. It's like you don't control what they do in game. Like you can ask them, oh hey, can you switch real quick? And they say no, then just deal with it.
Yeah,
Like
and I think that's the problem with most players is because when you want to go into a specific lane where you know you're good at, where you know that you've had the most success with, they're just gonna be like, no, I want this lane because I chose it. Go away. And for me, I'm like, you're gonna be like, sure, sure. And when you let them take that lane and they fail and die, they're just gonna be like, oh, where's no one helping me? And it's like, oh, you just said you wanted to solo that lane. Now you're complaining about it. And I don't want that because I've had my share of that in Mobile Legends, and the highest rank that I've gotten was, I wasn't gonna say master.
I
I
watch
think mythic.
your Y Meteor Gaming channel. I think it was like I think you got like Legends rank or something.
Oh yeah, legend. Yeah, I got legend using Granger, which was, like I said, I'm a marksman. Before we talked about this before the we started the video about the podcast. We started the podcast. I'm more
But
of a marksman, support, and assassin type player. I don't do well with. Oh, I'm also a mage. I'm also a mage.
yeah,
I
so
think.
for Overwatch,
Yeah.
so basically, yeah, let me explain to you like the kind of types in Overwatch because it's kind of different. It's like kind of different for a little bit, because for tank you got the main tank and you got the off tank. For DPS you got
Yeah.
the in competitive Overwatch you call it a flex DPS and a hit scan DPS or projectile DPS.
What
But
does
there are two
DPS
different
mean?
like
I'm sorry.
projectile and hit scan. DPS is damage per second,
Uh.
but they only but they only really specify that with the damage roll. Other rolls still have the damage
Nice.
per second stuff, but like the damage roll is the best at it. And so they got projectile, they got hit scan, and so I think because what you said for being a marksman, I think you might be a good hit scan DPS, but we're still gonna experiment. You can't just set everything in stone. It's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then for
I
support,
think
you
that's
got main support and you
a good
got flex
idea.
support. Yeah,
But like I said before we started, recording this podcast, if Soldier 76 has some support items which we can use to our advantage, we'll be having two supporters because I'll be able to utilize him correctly as some people utilize him for themselves. Because when you're in a team battle, you have to understand you're a marksman, so you have to stay at the back because you know, in my opinion, tank is always in the front for me, and I need to be behind the tank. But you know what I mean. Like the setup needs to be as perfect as possible so that I'll be able to help you guys, you know, get more damage as well as heal you guys at the same time. And I think for me, from what I've heard from you, people are using Soldier 76 wrong. I think they should be more of a balanced type, marksman support. I think they should do that. If you're using it for your own benefits, then you won't be able to go far with it. I think you should fully utilize the skills that you have in team. As a team, you will be able to do more damage. But that's just me.
yeah. The thing is, like, my play style, I tend to play really aggressive with like my play style, and that works out really well for me because I like playing up in people's faces. I don't want them to have time to react. So whenever I play
Yeah,
Soldier, okay, but the thing I like about Soldier is like he's really versatile. Like, kind of sad he's not meta, but like he's really versatile. Like he has a biotic field which can heal himself and also the team. He can take high grounds. He can be passive. He can be aggressive. It's like he has a lot of. He's easy to play because he's really versatile with his kit. And also, he's the only character
Yeah,
that can
definitely
run.
something.
Yeah, you have a run
Wait,
button.
serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, he's only okay. Everyone they
That's
have a
sweet.
running animation, but Soldier Server 6 can boost his speed by just like tapping the run button. You literally
Huh?
have a button for running.
So I have a new weapon in my disposal. Run away like a little girl. Yes.
Yeah, a
You
lot of people just kind of use it just to get the point, but I kind of use it as a movement ability, like kind of make myself a bit more
yeah
unpredictable to hit.
yeah. Uh, by the way, Chris, you said that you're aggressive when you're using a different type of a different type of character. I'm aggressive when I'm using an assassin. As you saw some of my videos, right?
Yeah.
Hayabusa in Mobile Legends. Oh, yeah. You saw me get a flawless kill.
hmm
Like there's twice. I'm only aggressive when my teammates decide to like, oh, this guy's the main damage dealer. We should help him instead of taking away the buffs, taking away, what I need to use in order for me to be an effective, an effective damage dealer. And I don't like the fact that they're like, I'm gonna take this buff because I can. I'm gonna take this buff. Screw the damage dealer. I need the kills, and I don't want that. And as you saw in my videos, I think twice I've gotten a flawless kill with him, a flawless game without dying, and
Nice.
I've gotten close once. But I think I feel confident with Soldier 76 because for some reason it just, it just calls me like, lay me. Oh wait, lay me.
Okay, so like when you're going to Overwatch, like it's completely different. Is a completely different game. So like your playstyle will like sometimes change, but if you keep that mentality of hey, I play this character in Mobile Legends. Let me try out this character because when I play aggressive, I mostly play aggressive with people like Genji or Reaper or even Tracer. Like even though like
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
flanky
definitely.
characters in like Doomfist, it's like and my for my tanks they play a lot of Diva, I play a lot of Reinhardt, I play a lot of Lucio and Anna for support. It's like
Yeah,
I
I
think
thought
it
I
really
heard Gandalf.
yeah.
Wait, did I hear Gandalf?
Wait,
Gandalf is a character?
no, Gandalf is not a character.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh my gosh.
I said Lucio and Anna.
So, Overwatch. I've been seeing a lot of people still playing Overwatch, and I've heard the Overwatch League,
I love
it's
Overwatch
pretty
League.
big.
I've been
Yeah,
keeping up with it. Like I keep up with every team, every like match.
I think it's yeah, like you said, it's important to keep up with every team because you'll be able you. I I almost sounded I almost sounded a bit weird there, but you'll be able to keep up with the news and what type of strategies to use because you'll be able to watch the best players, like, what did they do here, how do they use these characters, and I think what you're doing is what every people should do, and I think most people are doing it, but some of them are like, yeah, I have my own strategies, I'm not gonna watch them, but some of the strategies of, big time Overwatch players or very great teams, I think you should put them in your arsenal.
hmm And the thing about that is like when it comes to competitive in Overwatch and competitive in the pro scene, it's like pro scene is a lot more organized. It's like you have a coach, you've been playing with these players, like yeah, practice with these players like almost every day. Um, so like, and you've been doing VOD reviews with your whole team. It's like even your coach is there. It's like so you got a better insight like how to improve and like what to do for another match. As competitive, you're always going in with someone random. It's like you're never gonna have the
Oh
same
yeah.
person like every time. There's gonna be some cases because there's some cases in Overwatch where I got the same guy that was being toxic to me like in the same game. So it was like I was only in like rare occasions. It's like not constant. So it was like I think it's important to use at least like their game sense basically to like kind of
Yeah.
improve your gameplay because like I really improved on Genji because I watch people like agilities, I watch Haxel, I watch like recently Sparkle how to play Genji. It's like that's how I improve my Genji play. I don't like hey say like to my team, hey we should run this comp because San Francisco
Yeah.
Shock is running it or
It's
like
basically how to maximize the capabilities of Genji when you're watching pro like tier one Overwatch players, and I
yeah
think,
because tier one like they're the
like I
best in the
said,
world. It's like
as
they know everything about the character.
as as much as you can watch a lot of tier one players and their videos. Um, no, that's one way to improve. Another way to improve is to watch the basics, and I think people fly over those things. And you know, when you're using a new character, you're supposed to go through the basics first. You know, how do I use this skill? How do I use this item? How do I use this? You have to go through that. Make it muscle memory for you. After you watch some of the basics, then you go and watch more, you know, intermediate videos about this character. For example, like you said, Genji. You watch this player play Genji, and you're like, yeah, I think I should do that too. You'll be able, I'll make myself more versatile as a Genji player.
Yeah. But do you watch any
All
esports
right.
like not just like Overwatch, but like do you watch any esports at all? Like any game?
Uh, in terms of esports, I think CS:GO was one, but it was just like a short while, like just 5 minutes, and I turned it off. But I think I should get to watching. I should, go ahead and watch some esports about Overwatch. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, I can still hear you. Don't worry.
Uh, uh,
Okay.
just like so, I think I should get to watching more videos about Soldier 76. I think I'll be able to be more versatile with him. Um, that's all I have to say, actually. In terms of watching esports, I've never watched esports, honestly. Just that one CS:GO esports game, and that was it.
Yeah, this is kind of like a new world you're going into, right? This is like
Yeah.
because
Oh
like
my gosh.
it's not gonna be
Oh,
like
wait,
it's
wait,
not
wait.
gonna be like basketball when you just play basketball.
Oops. Okay. It's back to normal. Alright. Alright. So, oh, I think that's all I can talk about for Overwatch. I'm not sure if you got anything more to talk about.
I mean, we only been talking like 20 minutes.
Do you have anything more?
Mm,
Oh shoot, really? Oh,
yeah.
what else should we talk about? Since this is a
Well,
podcast, it needs to last. Oh wait, this is not a podcast.
not another podcast.
So yeah. So what should we talk about? What else? We
Um,
talked we talked about Overwatch.
do you want me to go like more in depth in the game? It's like I can
Is
explain
there
like what a
any
main tank is.
uh,
What? So go ahead.
what other game modes are there? And by the way, please explain like the different types of tanks, main tanks. You know, every different type of playstyle there is.
Okay. So there's a lot. There's the game browser where people can make their own game modes. Like they got the workshop game modes. Like basically you can make Overwatch like whatever you want if you're good at coding. Um, They
I see.
got like arcade,
Hide and
like
seek.
they have arcade is um they got like they switch some games out, put some more games in. So recently they have Jumping Snacks Revenge, which is basically a Halloween game mode for Overwatch. Like is a bit backstory. They have like mystery duels.
Yeah.
They got the classic quick play, which you can just choose whatever you want without the thing about roll queue. They got quick play, which is basically I just use it to practice. I just use it to practice heroes. Um,
Hmm.
it's basically like competitive, but it's not really serious. This is like for fun. This is like for fun. It's like you don't lose
So
anything, you only gain. Even if you lose the match, like you still get XP,
you
you
have
still get
fun.
loot boxes.
Oh, really? You get loot boxes?
Yeah,
That's too much space. All right.
you get loot boxes every time you level up. You get loot boxes like
Sweet.
if they offer it, like they have an indicator like a little loot box sign, like it says, "Oh hey, there's a loot box if you play this game mode." Yeah, they also got
Okay.
this thing called
So
experimental.
objective based.
This
Yeah.
there's
What
this
is
thing
that?
called experimental. It basically replaces the beta. I don't know, not the beta. I keep on forgetting the acronyms, but it's basically you get to try out the new buffs and nerfs before it gets implemented into the whole game. So basically, oh hey, Soldier 76 got a new buff. I want to try it out. You go into experimental, and then like you can only play in experimental. And if the game developers
Ah, I see. I
decides,
see. I see. I see.
like if the game developer
So it's like
decides,
training grounds.
kinda, yeah, kinda not. They have a training grounds like for Overwatch as well. They got the bots, obviously,
Ah,
and they got the training bots, which is like, in my opinion, is like not that effective. But
the only way to be great is to go up against great players.
yeah, just play a lot of quick play, play a lot of competitive.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
okay. Also, let me. I think I might be forgetting. And there's two types of competitive. There's open queue and there's roll queue. Roll queue is when you pick a role that you want to play, and then like when you get
And
into
you're
the
locked in
game,
that role.
yeah, you are locked in that role. Like you cannot pick. Say you pick DPS, you cannot pick tank, you cannot pick support.
Ah, yes, yes. Okay.
And open queue, you can pick any role you want. Like from any role you want, you can. The comp can be as imbalanced as you want. You can have like five tanks, five DPS, five supports.
I'm pretty sure some people did that, 5 tanks.
Yeah, before Rogue came out, my friends and I were doing like, hey, five supports, five DPS, five tanks, and we actually win games.
Oh, dude, now that you mention it, and I'm sorry, this is not Overwatch. I'm not talking about Overwatch.
It's
But
fine.
in terms of you know, uh, Mobile Legends, I played with you know the people here, with my friends, and we would always pick. Let's go with 5 supports. Let's go. And I would always use the most overpowered support, which can basically go to other players and protect them with a shield. While you can't control them, you can still use its skill along with that player's hero skill as well. So it's basically like double layered damage. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna choose her. So we would win. I think we went 5-0 as soon as we as soon as we went with another type like a tank. We were all tanks. We lost immediately. Like like all 5 support was like we went 5-0, 6-0 actually. So yeah,
Nice.
going off of what you said, like going with support in Overwatch, like 5 supports, and you guys would win. I did the same thing before. I did the same thing as well, but in Mobile Legends, and I can't wait to do it in Overwatch too, just to troll the enemy team.
Yeah, you only can do that in like open queue though. Like you can't do it in roll.
Yeah,
They also have the same thing
I
for
wonder how
quick
pissed
play,
off.
which is I'm
Yeah.
still kind of confused about this. Is like they put quick play as roll lock, And then they kept the classic quick play, but they put that in arcade mode for some reason. I don't know why. Even though they have open queue competitive and they got roll lock competitive, it's like why?
All right. So
Yeah, I won't
we
play this
talked about the
game, but
different
there's a
type
lot
of
of things
yeah,
wrong.
yeah. So we talked about the different types of
Game
game
modes.
uh, uh, game modes. Yeah, game modes. For those people who haven't played Overwatch yet and are just trying who are going to get started playing Overwatch, you now have different type of game modes. Next up is the different type of play styles or hero types.
Okay, so yeah, this topic might get a little bit long, so bear with me. Okay, so in terms of play styles, you can there's so either you can play aggressive, you're basically like a one-man army, but the thing is you have a lot of resources on you. You can play a bit passive and more reactive is like kind of try to see what the mistakes your opponent making and then capitalize on it. And there's also this thing called being a flanker. Basically, I play a lot of flankers like Genji and Tracer. So
Going,
basically, you go into their backline and kind of just annoy the shit out of them, or you can just kind of destroy the entire backline. That's the best way I can describe playing Tracer, is going to the enemy's backline and annoying the ever-loving shit out of them. That's the only way I can describe playing Tracer. Okay,
uh,
and
playing.
go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking about Tracer. I think I think I saw one gameplay of it in YouTube, but I forgot. I have like when it comes to YouTube videos, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, so I'm gonna forget about some stuff. But in the comments, I read about Tracer in YouTube. One comment said, "I played against Tracer once. It pissed me off. I'm
Yeah,
going to kill
Trace.
myself if I play with another if I play against Tracer again."
Yeah, Tracer. She's very fast. She has a lot of blinks. Like she has those three blinks that she uses that you get like kind of makes her unpredictable,
I
and she
feel
has a
bad for the
recall.
players.
Yeah, that's the point of Tracer. You just annoy the shit out of the enemy backline.
Yeah, they probably threw their controllers to the wall or the ground, or just
Yeah,
snapped it in half with their hands.
yeah. If you have a really good Tracer, like you can really benefit your team. I'm pretty good at Tracer, if I
Yeah.
do say so myself.
But what's your main? Genji, right?
Yeah, Genji's been my main. I've been playing him since release. He's been my
Oh,
main like
really?
go-to. But even with
So,
Genji, like Genji is
so
one of
we
the
have
hardest heroes in the play. Even now, I still struggle playing him.
uh really one of the most hardest,
Yeah, in my opinion, it's like one of the
or
most
he is the
hardest.
most hardest.
I'm kind of it's kind of like you gotta have your playstyles. Is like Genji, like is yeah. A lot of people would say he's one of the hardest heroes to play in the game.
Hmm.
Uh, okay, so
So we have flankers, we have
aggressive players,
tanks. Yeah. Okay. So we have flanks and we got tanks, right?
flanks.
What are the different types
No,
of tanks?
okay, so for what you're trying to do with the playstyles, they have a flanker, a guy who's aggressive, and a guy who's passive. Those are the three playstyles that people normally use. For the tanks, there's main tanks and there's off tanks. So main tanks, they're kind of made to kind of protect your team. So people like Orisa, you got Reinhardt, you got like Zarya, and you got like I think Winston. And then you got all these off tanks. They use their like basically they use themselves to kind of they use their abilities to kind of disrupt. and the enemy comp. So basically, like Sigma, he has his rock. Diva has her defense matrix. Roadhog, he has his hook and stuff. Like, so when you decide to play like Overwatch, like obviously there's different metas like double off tank, double main tank, double shields. It's like, but that's how you differentiate between main tank and off tank. It's like main tank is meant to protect your team, kind of, but both tanks, their job is to make space, but they do it in different ways.
Uh,
So off tanks they use their abilities to make space, and main tanks they kind of just use their shields and their bodies to create space. For DPS, there is projectile and there's hit scan. There's a flective.
DPS being Silver 76, right?
Yeah, hit scan. Soldier 76 is the hit scan DPS. But projectile, sometimes you just call it a
Hit
flex
scan.
DPS.
I see. So, oh, what you mean by hit scan? You hit you. If I hit someone with Soldier 76, we'll be able to locate them. We'll be able to still see them, right? Even if they like, go through a wall, go through buildings and yada yada,
No, no, like
like try to hide.
hit scan. Okay, a projectile it has travel time. So when you see like Genji's strongest shurikens, it's like it takes a while before like it hits the enemy. For hit scan, it's already like for hit scan, it's already locked on the enemy. It's like when you're shooting, there's like no travel time between the bullets.
Oh, okay.
There's no travel time between the bullets, so that's hit scan projectile.
So it's just like
Every person in the game
it's
has
like
hit scan
instant.
projectile. Yeah.
Okay. So we have the main tank, main tank, off tank, flank, DPS, and there's the support. I'm
Flex
assuming, right?
flex DPS, hit scan DPS, and there's main support and flex support.
Flex, as in flex support,
Yeah,
as in
people
doing this.
like so main supports like it's kind of more harder to explain like main support and like flex supports because sometimes even I have like kind of confusing time with it. But I know the
Mm.
heroes of flex supports they mainly play Anna, Lucio. No, sorry, Lucio's the main support. What am I talking about? Anna, Zenyatta, I think Baptiste, and for main support they play like Lucio, Mercy, I think Brig, and Moira. I don't really play my support. Support's my weakest. I would say support's my
So,
weakest role.
uh, sorry, I
But
think my internet is like having problems right now because you keep on freezing for me. Well, not keep on freezing. It's just like 10 minutes and then you freeze, and like now.
yeah, I can see kind of your
Okay, you're
camera is
okay.
also kind of freezing as well. From my side, I think. Oh, my internet's pretty good right now.
All right. So thank you for telling me about the different types of play styles because I didn't understand what a DPS was, or uh, I didn't understand that there was two types of tanks as well. Plus a support, there's two types of support. So thank you for telling me that, for clearing it up. I
Hmm.
think I might look for I might research more on the supports that you were talking about. So just to get a clearing for it.
I can send you some videos explaining it better than I did. I kind of just went in depth.
Yeah. So uh so we talked about the different type of game modes, what Overwatch is for you and for me, and me going into Overwatch and making that transition from just playing games for fun to actually trying to compete to win now. That's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be exciting for me. But you know, uh, if I die, I need to keep a level head because if I die, I get pissed off easily. Like if I die five
Yes.
times, I'm gonna get pissed off. So I need
Yeah,
to
like
keep a cool head.
you can't stop anger. Like I get frustrated too, but
Yeah,
I'm just not toxic. Just
yeah.
kind of yeah,
I
you can still
think
like
that's the most
scream and
important thing.
yell,
For the
but okay. Oh, sorry.
yeah.
You can still
By the way, for players who are starting,
okay, go ahead. Players for starting.
all right.
Yep.
So for for people who are starting to play Overwatch, don't be toxic. If you're dying, don't blame your teammates. That's a no-no. Um, um, what else? If if you keep on dying, stop trying to go alone and make sure you help your team. You know, even if you don't get kills, make sure you help your team have an easier time beating the enemies instead of trying to beat the enemies yourself and dying. Try to help your teammates as much as possible, even if it's just a support role. Even though you're not a support, you're a flank, but try to support your teammate as much as possible. And I think that's what most players are missing. Being competitive doesn't mean oh you're better. Being better doesn't mean you know that you should uh, put your teammates down. If you're dying and you're blaming them for your death, don't. Instead, you should be like, oh, I should help my teammates now. Instead of me trying to, you know, lose this for my team and sell the game, I'm just like, I'm gonna support my team. I think that's an important lesson for you guys. No need to be toxic when you're playing a video game, right?
Yep.
I think that's all for me. So, do you want? So, what are you gonna say, Chris?
Uh, oh, just let me remember real quick. Um, I say like yeah, you're like when you're getting into at least in especially into like somewhat pro Overwatch, it's like you're always gonna have stuff that stresses you out. I don't mind if you like yell or scream. It's like
I'm not gonna
for
yell or scream. I'm way past that. I yeah, like I'm old enough to know not to scream about a video game, but to be competitive, you gotta keep cool cooler heads prevail, as they said. But yeah, I just don't want to scream anymore. I'm gonna pop a blood vessel if I do that.
yeah.
All right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 39 minutes is fine.
By the way, for
So
yeah. So what else should we talk about?
I honestly don't know. This is like our first podcast. Like you came in
Yeah,
here like really fresh and new. I'm just like I was gonna say like I'm just excited to start like working out, like working with you. And also since like
I'm
me and
also
you,
excited to work out.
yeah, and also especially since me and you are pretty close friends. Like we live
Yeah.
with each other in
For me,
Cambodia.
I think yeah, I think the reason why it's so easy for us to do this is because we have that chemistry. We already have that chemistry.
Yeah, and it's the thing, like a lot of good teams, they have really good synergy. They have like really good chemistry with each other. They already know each other. It's like
Yeah.
I think
So
you have the advantage
I'm
because we
wondering,
known each
Chris.
other for years. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. 4 years, 5 years to be exact, right? 5 years or
yeah.
six, six. Yeah. So Chris, I'm wondering after this podcast, and I should, I want to, you know, I just don't want to. I don't only want to record like uh, Overwatch. You know, I think we should do some other games as well. Maybe some Among Us, some CS:GO.
Yeah, of course. It was like Overwatch is like not the only thing that's gonna be on our channel.
Yeah,
I mean, just for instance, like doing a podcast is like different. Even though we're still talking about the game, it's like not really like Overwatch.
yeah. So
Yeah, whatever
I
idea
think
you
you should
have,
check with.
man, just like shoot it out to me and like we can do
Yeah,
it.
I think you should. I think you should like check with your friends because I want to actually record a gameplay so that we can post. We can post on our YouTube channel, or we can do it on a separate.
Oh,
I want to record some Among Us. Maybe you you guys would get some Among Us videos after this podcast. Who knows? But I think it will be good to like introduce uh how we play. Well, not how we play games. To introduce some content to it, some content like Among Us. Instead of for them waiting for an Overwatch video, we should like keep them entertained with some other games as well.
okay. Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, and you can guarantee that you'll be hearing this. I'll be haunting you in your sleep. And by the way, in my phone, I actually downloaded a ed, I actually downloaded a editing software, and its name is KindMaster. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it it's got some things that I can use to make the editing a bit funny. Uh, like I said, I'll post some videos on my YouTube channel as well. Maybe some outtakes from the video,
Yeah.
and but mainly we'll be posting on our YouTube channel. Chris Chris's and I YouTube channel. So expect some Among Us. Expect some other video games other than Overwatch and Among Us. Maybe some Minecraft. I don't know.
Okay. And is that all you want to talk about?
Hmm. What do you want to talk about? Is there anything else?
No, like I think I got everything I wanted to say out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So again, I'm really excited to start this YouTube channel. For me,
same.
it's a new beginning because I haven't been posting for a while in my YouTube channel, and I think the last that I posted was a, a Mobile Legends video. That was it, and I think I stopped because I kind of got bored of the game. Too many toxic people, and I've heard there was hackers, so I just stopped. Um,
Yeah, just let you know,
yeah.
like there's also toxicity in Overwatch, but it's like there's gonna be toxicity in every like competitive game that has an esports.
What?
There's gonna be toxicity in every competitive game that has an esports. Trust me.
That's it's fine. It's a competitive game. I understand that. It's not like Mobile Legends where it's just chill.
Hmm.
Yeah. So again, I'm very excited to start this YouTube channel. I hope you guys like this video. I know we've been rambling on. Sometimes I don't make sense. That's just me. But I promise that we'll try to get better at this. This is our first time making this podcast. First time in how many years? 4 years.
Yeah, basically.
Because the last podcast we did was on my YouTube channel. So, like I said, we're gonna try to get better. I'm gonna try to get better equipment. Like a better camera and a laptop because I'm just using a phone. Like I said, like Chris said, um, hopefully you guys enjoy the content for those who are watching right now, and we really appreciate it. You know, if you like the video, so we know what type of videos you guys would like, and you know how often we want to post them, because sometimes some YouTubers go and post videos blindly without looking at the trend, and I think we should follow the trend as well, but stay true to who you are.
Mhm.
This is sounding like a motivational speech, but it's true. Some people do the trend and lose their ways or change their personalities just to keep up with the trend, but that shouldn't be the case for a lot of you guys. You should keep being yourself, and just keep on you know just keep the vibe, you know just keep the normal vibe. And um last thing I want to say is that I hope everybody's safe from the COVID. Not sure how to pronounce it, COVID or COVID.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Oh, COVID. I hope everybody's safe from the pandemic. For people who are not listening, um, and getting infected by COVID, I'm sorry, but you should have listened. So I don't feel bad for those who got infected because they didn't listen.
Okay.
So basically, sorry, not sorry.
Okay, so make sure to of course leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Dynamic Duo OW, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.